What up, it's Rico Love. I need y'all to be sure to get my album, I Sin, available exclusively on Dat Piff, and it's free. How dope is that? And right now you're logged on to BOSSIP.com. Turn the lights on. I'm releasing an album called I Sin. What I wanted to do was, being that I own my record company, I'm the executive as well as the artist, I didn't want to put out an album. I wasn't ready. I felt like musically I'm ready, and I proved myself to be able to make hits consistently throughout the years. But as far as notoriety, I didn't feel like I had reached that point yet. And I feel like so many artists prematurely put out albums, and record companies kind of like throw them to the wolves. All I want people to do is spread the word and talk about the music and get to know me fully as an artist. So with this I Sin project, it's basically saying, here's a free project for the people, by yours truly, get to know me. So welcome. Why did I entitle it I Sin? Because I put out a record like Bitches Be Like, and people would be like, oh my God, he's just so critical of women. My thing was, these records weren't about women, they were about bitches. And there is a humongous difference that people need to know about, right? Tupac made a record that was genius. He made a record called You Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. And that's the premise, that's the idea that I borrowed Bitches Be Like from. It's basically, was this man saying, this is why you treat it this way, you act this way. If you notice, we don't treat these type of women this way because first of all, they won't allow it. But if a woman will leave her kids and go take a trip to All-Star Weekend and never spend time with her own children, if she'll sleep on the floors and never try to better herself, but she's just trying to get some red bottoms, if she putting herself out here and tweeting about everybody and dating everybody and taking snapshots of people while they sleeping and all that, I don't have no respect for that because that's not a woman, that's a bitch. I got a record called Bankroll with Bobby Shmurda that's lit. The record, my single, He Got Money featuring Future. I think it's gonna be a few gems on there. And I dropped this record called The Coldest that women have been gravitating towards like crazy. My IG and my Twitter have been blowing up about that record. Yes, I'm currently with my current girl. They don't know, does not promote infidelity. I can see why people would believe that, but they don't know it's a metaphor. A lot of people don't know that I wrote a bunch of their favorite songs, and I'm a producer and a writer on a lot of big hits. So they don't know it's a metaphor to say they don't know about this thing, and it's cool that they don't know because it's between me and Beyonce, it's between me and Usher, it's between me and Kelly Rowland. I feel like if I would have made a song saying, they don't know that I wrote this song, who wants to hear that shit? I had to give you something that I felt like was entertaining and pleasing to the people, and I felt like something that people would gravitate towards. And obviously, they're gonna interpret it the way any way they would like to interpret it. However you wanna feel about it, I think we all can agree that discretion is a lost art. I don't know about standard. I feel like if it's not natural, it shouldn't be there. I feel like if a woman is attracted by other women, I think it's that much better than forcing a woman into doing something to please you. When I was 17, I had moved down to Atlanta, and I was working with Jagged Edge, and Cal Norman, who's Quick, they call him Quick, he's in the group Jagged. I was staying at his house. And I met this girl at this club called Fuel in Atlanta. If anybody's ever familiar with Atlanta in the early 2000s, you'll know that this was the best club ever. I met this girl, beautiful girl. I'm talking to her, texting her all day. No texting, two-way. That's when I had the two-way. So I'm going back and forth with her all day. She finally comes to see me, and I was staying at Cal's house, and I'm down there talking to her. He comes downstairs, and he says, what are you doing? And I'm like, what you mean? He said, I'm just talking to her. He said, you don't talk to her. And he took his clothes off, and he had sex with her right in front of me. I stood there, and I was just like, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do or say or think. And he just walked out.